If you want,
Yeah.
if we have room in the video, you can still hang out. But
Yeah.
going on to what I was asking Nez right here,
Yeah.
as far as the Florida rap scene, you said you don't really want to be included in that scene. Do you want to stand out in that scene? Are you more
Yeah, I
so?
mean, those aren't really the guys that I would say we pull the most influence from. Like, definitely, I love Kodak. I got a lot of love for artists like Rick Ross and them. So I definitely listen to them, but I wouldn't say that I want to be regarded in the same vein as them. Like, we come from a different lifestyle. We're not exactly from the same type of background. We don't rap about the same things. We don't sound the same. So, I definitely want to kind of carve out my own lane and make a new sound for Florida, because people have this idea of like what Florida rap sounds like. You say Florida rapper and they automatically think some super, you know what I'm saying, super ignorant shit.
Siah,
And
what
that's
you
not
think, bro?
us.
Where do you see yourself in the Florida in the Central Florida rap scene or in the music scene in general?
In the music scene, I would see myself like, I would try to be, um, you know, I don't want to set the bar too high because everybody wants to be Michael Jackson. Not everybody's Michael Jackson. I would say like, I would see myself Kid Laroi level. I would want if I can get that level, I would be happy with that. Like he signed to Scooter Braun, he hangs with Justin Bieber. Like
Man,
I'm
it's the
not
beefs,
I'm not
bro.
even gonna say I'm trying to be Justin Bieber because that shit's crazy too. You
Bro,
know what I
I'm
mean?
trying to be Justin Bieber.
I would
The fuck?
if I get Justin Bieber level, I'll love it. But I'm realistically, if I get to at least if that's where I set my bar, I'll be happy with that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Justin Bieber is above that.
So, random question: your top 5 dead or alive favorite rappers. I need to hear both of them. They don't have to be in order.
Oh, you want me?
Both.
Top 5, dude.
I'm not asking.
I listen.
Don't
to,
give me the politically
I
correct
listen to
answer.
90s. I listen. Oh, you just want what I got?
I want your top 5.
Rappers, dude. I think he's gonna get mad when I say Drake is the best ever. I don't know.
If that's how you feel, bro, that's how you feel.
I think, or Drake and Kanye, whatever. I don't know. You can move them around. I think those are the best. You can look at either one of them, and you can look at 50 other rappers that came from them. You know what I mean? You don't get that a lot with even Taylor Swift. You can look at like, she got like, you can say like a handful of artists that take inspiration, but it's nothing crazy. They don't influence culture, clothes, like all of music. They don't. It's not. They don't have that influence. So I would say Drake, Kanye. Shit, I don't even know.
Your
My
brother.
other 3. You go. Actually, you go.
All right, I'll let you think about it, and then.
All right. Well, I already named my top guys. In no particular order. I say obviously Drake, yeah. Kanye, Jay-Z, Kendrick, definitely. Drake, Kanye, Jay-Z, Kendrick. That's 4. And damn, who's my 5th one?
You?
Hell no. Nah, I'm not gonna put myself in top 5.
Why not?
Like, man, you gotta do something before you can be in the top 5 all
Fair
time.
enough.
You talking about dead or alive? You actually gotta achieve something. So,
Fair enough.
I mean, I believe. Don't get me wrong. I believe I have the talent to stand next to every one of those guys. I definitely have that type of belief in myself, but you gotta show and prove. So, if we talking top 5, I'm gonna have to stick with those 4 right now, because that's. I mean, I maybe throw Cole in there, number 5. I put J. Cole as my number 5. But if you want to go further back in time, then he's like the new version of Nas. Like, that spot could be like Nas or Cole, or you can give it a Tupac, Biggie. But that 5th spot's kind of like tied between a couple people for me.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, and then shit. So my top 5, the people that I used to listen to a lot. I'll just say that it would be Drake, Kanye. Only reason I wouldn't say Jay-Z is obviously he's smart as hell and he's like really good, but I saw like this video where like he's been outshined every single year that he's been popping. Like, have you seen that?
I have seen that video, and I want to comment on that.
Yeah. What do you want to say?
So as far as like Jay-Z never being like the it guy,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it to wrestling, because I know you guys have a base level knowledge of wrestling.
He knows a little more than I do.
Jay-Z to me is like the Triple H of rappers. You know what I mean?
The blonde dude.
Yeah, the blonde dude with the long hair. You spit the water out and all that. You know, Triple H is one of the all-time greatest wrestlers ever, but he was never the number one guy. You know what I mean? So like, if like The Rock in, let's say, '99 was the biggest thing in the world, you know, I would say DMX was probably the biggest rapper when he came out in '99 because he had those 2 platinum albums, classics, fantastic. Rest in peace to the dog.
Yeah.
You know, then Nelly kind of came along, and Ludacris kind of came along, and Eminem came along, and then
Eminem. I was gonna add him too. I think Eminem, because like even his shit is still going diamond or whatever today.
Yeah, Kendrick put out the Song of the Summer, and Houdini I think has the most streams this year. You know what I mean? Like,
that's crazy.
Like,
that's fucking ridiculous.
Like, shout out to M, bro.
What
like,
the fuck?
Hold on, let me finish my top 5. So that's the only reason I would swap out Jay-Z for Eminem. That's why I was gonna add him there. So I would do. You don't think so? I think Eminem popularized a lot of hip hop. Like a lot of people weren't listening to hip hop.
Well, you gotta look at his production past the first 3 albums.
No.
Like,
yeah.
Jay-Z has way more consistency.
Yeah.
So here's another thing that people forget about Jay-Z is that he retired in like 03, 04. He took like 3 years off. That's kind of when 50 started blowing up, and that's when Eminem was still doing his thing. And then, you know, I feel like T.I. kind of came along in 05, 06, and Jeezy and all them, and like, you know, Hov is a GOAT. We're not gonna sit here and not.
He came back. He still was dropping heat. You got Blueprint 3. You got American Gangster. What else you got? You got Magna Carta.
And then he got married to
444. Don't forget that one.
I like that one. Yeah.
He got married to Beyonce in 08. So then he was working with her a lot, you know, and
Watch the Throne.
Watch the Throne. That fucking disappointing album. But
you think, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's like,
you know, Kanye said he made that with Jay-Z to compete with Drake.
Yeah. You know, the title is it's called Watch the Throne because Drake did an interview on, I think it was Tim Westwood, where he was like, oh, it's like 2 other rappers are coming for the throne. Gotta watch the throne, or because Drake and Wayne were really the 1 and 2 of that time. And you know, all that's fine and dandy.
We completely ignored Wayne.
I said y'all are disrespectful as fuck.
He just wasn't my guy.
Yeah, he wasn't mine either, but I respect him.
Yeah,
I respect.
got a lot of respect.
So top my preferences. I'll say my
preferences.
preferences.
But I don't care about who you think is the great, just in your opinion. Like,
okay. Drake, Kanye. I want to throw Eminem in there just because I listened to those first albums so much. Kendrick, just off of pure lyricism and all that. And I'll say J. Cole. I listened to a lot of J. Cole growing up too. That stuff was pretty pivotal.
Now, if you could collab with one of those artists.
No, Kanye.
Damn, y'all are so disrespectful.
Not today. Not
talk to the mic, bud.
Okay. Okay. Where you want to go?
You can't. You gotta go Drake. I mean, back in the day, it would have been Kanye, but I mean, it's not the same person. You heard Vultures? It's not the same Kanye.
Yeah, but he was on nitrous.
He
was on drugs.
He was on.
He was off that nitrous.
Hey, whatever the fuck he was on, bro. He's not on the same shit he was on back then.
Hold on. So also, I feel like, dude, the thing I have a problem with is like, they're like, Kanye doesn't know how to collab. He don't know how to work with people. Then Vultures, you see him working with like the most producers he's ever worked with, and that's the most chaotic fucking album. So I feel like if you get this dude off the drugs, stop having the Kardashians fucking, torturing this man, you might actually end up with a good album. You might end up with some good production.
He's capable of it.
He's obviously capable because he produced Daytona, and that was only a few years ago.
Oh,
how long?
Modern day classic.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like Pusha T that much or Daytona, but I can understand this. But that's me. I'm not into that. That's not my scene. I know he's good. I get it. I know he's good. That's not my thing.
Is it too grimy? Are the clips too grimy for you, my guy?
Nah, just it's not. For somebody like me, like I'm melodic. I want to listen to music that I can sing to. That's me though.
I understand that actually.
It's not that I won't listen to it. But
I was say because
in my car, I'm not gonna play that.
Push brings the heat. So
no, I know he's lyrical and all that.
Anyway, going off of that,
but I think Kanye.
So Kanye would be
given the right circumstances. Kanye could be if he produced a whole album for Drake right now, that shit would be the best music anyone has ever heard ever. And if The Weeknd came back and wrote for Drake too, you have Drake and Weeknd cooking. And you have Kanye making the beat. That's the best music you're ever gonna hear, ever. That you're taking out. That's it. Like, you're gonna have the best fucking album.
So, you guys have a tape coming up.
Yeah.
you guys have already done music before in the past. It was great. We all loved it. What's different about this project versus what you guys have done in the past?
I mean, we actually just locked in and did a full-length project. The only difference is that we finished it. You know what I'm saying? Like we locked in. I try to bring the best out of him. You know, I try to bring my best, and just try to like make sure that the sound was cohesive, and make sure that you know, one wasn't outshining the other one, but that we were both kind of doing our thing and playing into our strengths individually throughout the whole project. It's more of like a playlist than anything, but like a showcase of what we're capable of. You know what I'm saying? Like we wanted to show every facet of our, you know, talent, of our artistry, make sure we had that on display for the whole project. Because we do believe that when we come together, we make stuff that's better than what we can do when we're apart. So that's why we did this.
All right, Siah, what do you think was different about this project versus the music you've made in the past?
I mean, I think I just grown as an artist. I think I was, I think when you start being an artist, you're kind of acting as an artist until you find what you actually are. I think that's pretty. It's not deep or anything.
I think that's fair to
but
say.
you know, that's what I went through. Like I was acting like The Weeknd. I was acting like Drake.
You know, a lot of artists won't admit that.
Yeah, that's fine. You can have your inspirations and shit. I mean, Drake is literally out on top right now, and he's still stealing songs from little artists. You know, like he's taking inspiration from them. He's acting as Cash Cobain on "Calling for You," Lil Yachty on "Jumbotron." Like it's fine. Everybody can have their inspirations and take whatever, but it's when who are you? Now I'm actually living life. You know, when I got a car, I think a lot of shit changed because I could actually go out and actually experience stuff. I wasn't just my life wasn't just a school or some girl I'm texting. It was actually like I'm out there, I'm doing stuff. You know, I'm actually living. So you actually get more of me in our tape or whatever, because I've actually been through shit. And I was my own person at that point. I wasn't modeling somebody, I think.
Are you hot as hell in that jacket?
Actually, bro, I'm actually cool. I'm actually cool off right
You know,
now.
yeah, I was about to say the fans are actually like
They're
kinda
kicking
nice. They're kicking in a little bit, right?
Yeah. Right?
All right, I just want to know because it is kind of hot in here. So
It was pretty pretty fucking tough, but I think it chilled out a little bit.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So, in the future, do you guys see yourself becoming like a duo, or do you want to be two solos working together? Like,
Yeah, two. I would say two solos working together, because at the end of the day, we're both our own artists. But as far as it's easier to market two different sounds at once, I feel like you reach double the amount of audiences. Like he can reach the conscious people, I can reach the ear candy people, the melodic people, whatever.
I think both of you can do the opposites as well, though. I think Nez can really reach out to that pop audience, and I feel like with the pain in your voice, I feel like you could really reach out to the conscious people or like the hardcore people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying our strong suits. I mean, we pretty much tried to do everything. But sorry, what was the question again? I forgot. What was?
No, I'm saying, do you guys see yourself as like a duo, like an outcast, or do you see yourself?
No, we're two different artists, but we work well as a duo. We're brothers. We're the only brothers. You know, we don't have any other siblings, so it kind of just works out like that. We both like music.
Do you think you've always had this connection when it comes to making art, or do you think this is something that you guys really built on?
No, we always had this connection. I remember any creative hobby. Like he used to draw in preschool or whatever, and it would just be Spider-Man. I would watch Spider-Man with him. What? Oh, Spider. Yeah, bro. He would draw Spider-Man. And then I grew up drawing Spider-Man, and then I watched Batman. I would draw Batman, like anything that he took interest in, I was doing, and I would try to do it a little harder. If I'm gonna be honest, I would try to do it. Yeah, I would try to steal his swag to the fullest extent. I would.
And your little brother. That's what
Even
little
when
brothers do.
remember when I would try to make. I don't know if you knew this. He used to have the PlayStation in the house, the only PlayStation 3. This is a funny story, actually. Well, because it happened on numerous occasions. I would try to go into the bathroom right next to his room, make as much noise as possible with the sink or the toilet, like me getting ready, just so he would wake up, go into the bathroom, and I would sneak into his room and turn the PlayStation on. and I would just start playing.
Damn,
I
you
would.
grimy.
Yeah, I know. Did you know that?
Yeah, I didn't.
No, I would try to force him out of his room so I could start playing. I'd be like, this dude has to wake up so I could start playing, because yeah,
That boy devious.
yeah.
Oh, that's some funny shit.
Yeah, I forgot I even did that, but yeah, anything he had interest in, I was not too far behind. And
Okay. What about you, Nez? Do you think you always had this natural connection musically with your brother, or do you think this is something that you guys really built on, or maybe is it a bit of both?
I mean, he, as you see, yeah, he was always stealing my swag. So he was always doing whatever the fuck I was doing. But I remember, like, my mom telling him from a young age, like, yo, you could sing. Like, always telling him he had a great voice. I didn't hear it. I didn't think he could sing that well. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hear shit. But she saw it in him probably before anybody else. And so, when I was starting, do my raps, making songs, I needed hooks. And I'm like, I can't sing this shit. We didn't have no auto-tune. I was just, you remember, I was rapping on the phone, on a voice memo.
So for those who don't know, we used to stay after school in high school because, like we couldn't, we were too grimy for our parents to hear our music or whatever. So we would stay after school and go to the gym, like outside the gym area, and just try to rap, try to record something. And I hope those songs never get released.
Nah, hell nah.
Like those were some real struggle raps that we were doing back in the day.
You gotta get that shit scrubbed
So
off the internet.
But I think if we look at where you guys are now versus 8 years ago, I think you guys would be really proud of yourselves.
Shit,
because I know
8?
I am.
That was 12 years at this point.
It's been
over
12
a decade.
years. Fuck, we're getting old.
Dog, it was like 14 when we started that shit.
Was it that long? Yeah. It
fucking
was.
26. But yo, I mean, back to your question. You were saying like, say it again. What was the question again?
Bro, I got ADD. I don't remember that shit.
You talking about if we were?
Oh, the natural
if
connection
it
that
was
you guys
built.
had.
So I mean, like, it really did start when I needed help doing my songs, and so I would have him sing the hook here and there, and it just grew from there. Like, from that point, he was locked in. He wanted to use the mic setup and everything for his own shit, the same way he wanted to use the damn PlayStation and shit. Like, always taking up my space and my stuff. But, that's I'm big brother, so I gotta share my shit,
Yeah, you better not bitch about it either.
Exactly. I was always responsible for that shit.
So I've pretty much asked everything that I needed to ask. What's the name of the project coming up, guys?
Up to No Good.
Up to No Good. When can we expect Up to No Good?
That's out.
Oh no, that shit's out. That shit been cooked. That shit's out. Go listen to Up to No Good. We put that shit out, what, the 15th?
It did come out. I am a terrible friend. All right, so Up to No Good, out on all platforms. This is really the meat and potatoes of what I wanted to get into. What was your thought process going into Up to No Good? Were you coming at this like a traditional project? Were you looking to bring a different sound, a different flow, a different vibe to it? Like, what was your artistic thought process going on through Up to No Good? I want to hear from both of you.
All right, cool.
Well, mainly, being an artist takes a lot of money, so, and we had already been doing a lot of music together, so we thought the best way to showcase everything we can do, how much we've grown, and put as much money behind it as possible was to just, let's do a collab tape, really show what we can do. It's a showcase, like he'd been saying. That's pretty much it, right? I think that's covered. We wanted to show off our talents and shit.
I mean, I wanted to kind of like bring out the best in him as well as myself and just put it on display. It's just a showcase. It's like when labels, they put all their artists on one project, kind of
like how Young Money used to do back in the day.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, let me just do that, just us. We are the label. It starts with us. And that was it. It was just let's give it our best. Let's pick beats that bring out the best in both of our respective sounds.
That Patrick Swayze is insane.
Yeah, definitely. I spaz on that shit. I'd say top three tracks on that for me were Patrick Swayze, No Promises, and Moment of Honesty. So if you don't listen to nothing else, listen to those three tracks.
The whole thing.
Listen to
Alright.
the whole
Listen to the whole
the whole
thing.
goddamn tape.
And listen from top to bottom. I know you motherfuckers like to shuffle shit. Like,
Yeah.
like
I already sequenced it perfectly. You ain't gotta hit shuffle, just from the top to the bottom. And I promise you're gonna find something on there for you. We got something for everybody on this one. So
all right, sorry. What about you, bro?
Sorry, what was the question? I thought.
Motherfucker. That's okay.
No, I thought I answered the question.
No,
Hold
I'm
on.
saying, what was your artistic thought process going into the album?
Skipped all that. No, it was what am I best at? How can we display that? I think we changed the title so many times. I think it's Moment of Honesty, right?
Yeah.
That one. I think that one's really good. Even though it's a cover, I think I brought a different flavor to it, different sound. No Promises. I like that one. I also like what did you change the name? Marina Resort? Which one is that one?
that one is
That's No Promises? Okay, yeah. That one. Yeah, I really like that one. And then I was doing my rap shit here and there, but I really just fuck with the singing tracks. Those are my bread and butter. Those are the ones that really stand out to me. As for my performances.
Can we expect anything in the future from you guys?
Yep, we're already working on a song. And I think it's what do you want to say about it?
I mean, this next one he's producing, so he's now in charge of the sonic aspect of it. He's gonna basically he described it as a trapped out blueprint. You know what I'm saying? So
A trapped out blueprint.
like a blueprint with trap drums.
That shit's giving me blue balls hearing that. You know what I mean? Like,
Fucking God, fuck you, bro.
I'm just saying, like a trapped out blueprint. Oh my lord.
Yeah. So, so yeah, I'm coming with a little more. I wouldn't consider myself a conscious rapper, but I'm definitely, making it more topical this time around. I definitely want to say something. I'm not just, hitting them with one-liners and flows, catchy flows here and there. Like, I'm really trying to say something this time around. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll end up producing the whole thing. I'm gonna try to because, when these things happen, you're like, oh, let's just hey, I need you on a feature. Oh, you know what? You're so fire. We should do a collab tape. Oh, you know what? We have so many tracks. We should do a whole project. So that's what always happens. But yeah, as for a trapped out blueprint, we never know what the actual sound's gonna be. We got to see like what songs come out the best. But as for what we got right now, it's a lot of soul samples, soul chops and shit. And then I add the trap drums onto it. And I don't know if that's gonna be the vibe of the whole tape, but that's where we're at right now.
That's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Is there anything else you want to say before we get the fuck up out of here?
We got that tape out on all platforms. Up to no good.
All platforms.
Yeah, go hear that, and then watch out for what comes next. Got more shit coming. So,
all right, y'all.
Support.
This concludes episode 1 of Don Talk Media. Don Vito, it was a pleasure to be your host. Guys, thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having us.
Shout out to the Fisk unit. Fisk, I know you watching, bro. Tune in for some freestyles we got coming up because they're bringing the heat. All right, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Don Talk Media, we out. Peace.